My name is Margo Goldstein, and I'm auditioning for the roles of Ursula and Leonato. I pray thee, cease thy counsel which falls into mine ears as profitless as water in a sieve. Give not me counsel, nor let no comforter delight mine ear. But such a one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a father that so loved his child, whose joy of her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. Measure his woe, the length and breadth of mine, and let it answer every strain for strain, as thus for thus, and such a grief for such. In every lineament, branch, shape, and form, such a one will smile, and stroke his beard, bid sorrow wag, cry him, when he should groan, patch grief with proverbs, make misfortune drunk with candle wasters. Bring him yet to me! But there is no such man. For brother men can counsel and speak comfort to that grief which they themselves not feel. But tasting it, their counsel turns to passion, which before would give presumptual medicine to rage. Fetish strong madness in a silken thread, charm ache with hair, in agony with words. No! No! 'Tis all men's office to speak patience to those that ring under the load of sorrow. But no man's virtue, nor sufficiency to be moral when we shall endure the like himself. Therefore give me no counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisements. My name is Margo Goldstein, and this is take 2 of my read of Leonato. I pray thee, cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless as water in a sieve. Give me not counsel, nor let no comforter delight mine ear. But such a one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a father that so loved his child, whose joy of her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. Measure his woe the length and breadth of mine, and let it answer every strain for strain is thus for thus, and such a grief for such. In every lineament, branch, shape, and form, is such a one will smile and stroke his beard. Bid sorrow wag, cry him, when he should groan, patch grief with proverbs, make misfortune drunk with candle wasters. Bring him yet to me, and I of him will gather patience. But there is no such a man. For brother men can counsel and speak comfort for their grief, which they themselves not feel, but tasting it, their counsel turns to passion, which before would give presumptual medicine to rage, feather-strong madness, when the silken thread, charming with air, agony with words, man's office to speak patience to those that ring under the load of sorrow. But no man's virtue nor sufficiency to be so moral when he shall endure the like himself. Therefore get no counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisement. My name is Margo, and I'm reading for the part of Ursula. Husband, I can tell you strange news that you have not dreamt of. As the advance stamps them, but they have a good cover. They show well outward. The prince and Count Claudia walking in a thick pleached alley in mine orchard were thus much overheard by a man of mine. The prince discovered to Claudio that he loved Hero and our daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance. And if he found her accordant, he meant to take the present time by the top and instantly break with you of it. Content yourself. God knows I love my daughter, and she is dead, slandered to death by villains that dares will answer a man indeed, as I take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks, milksops. Hold you content. What, man, I know them. Yeah, and what they weigh even to the utmost scruple. Scrambling, out-facing, fashion-monging boys, that lie and cog and flout, to brave and slander, go antiquely, show outward hideousness, and speak of half a dozen dangerous words, how they might hurt their enemies, if they durst, and this is all. Hi, my name is Margo, and this is my second take of Ursula. Husband, I can tell you strange news that you have not dreamt of, as the event stamps them, but they have a good cover. They show well outward. The prince and Count Claudia walking in a thick pleached alley in mine orchard were thus much overheard by a man of mine. The prince discovered to Claudia that he loved Hero, our daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance. And if he found her accordant, he meant to take the present time at the top and instantly break with you of it. Content yourself. God knows I love my daughter, and she is dead, slandered to death by villains that dares will answer a man's indeed, as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks, milksops. Hold you content. What, man? I know them, yeah, and what they weigh, even to the utmost scruple, scrambling, out-facing, fashion-monging boys that lie and cog and flout, deprave and slander, go antiquely, show outward hideousness, and speak of half a dozen words, how they might hurt their enemies, if they durst. And this is all.